Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, old guy from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. We are in the building. It's Monday afternoon.
Yeah,
Another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Oh God, what up, my brother? What's good with you, man?
we in here, man. It feels good to be back on our regularly scheduled program, man. And we got a lot to talk about. We had a dynamic, powerful podcast yesterday, episode 63. It's probably like 100 or something,
Yeah,
but we started counting at about 63. You know what I mean? So yeah, Friday night starting this week, we're gonna be doing our first live podcast called Friday Night Live or something like that.
Whatever the fuck it's gonna be called.
Whatever. We're gonna be in here, just chilling, having fun, interacting, with the people. Also, this week we're starting our interviews. I told y'all it'll be coming real soon. Exclusive interviews with people from all different walks of life. So we're gonna start that actually tomorrow, recording that. So we got a lot of stuff in store for y'all coming up real soon. Sam, man, tell them about October, what's going down, man, at Caroline's.
Caroline's on Broadway. If y'all watch The Breakfast Club, if y'all watch Sway in the Morning, when they got comedians in the building, they're often going to Caroline's on Broadway to do a comedy show. Y'all all heard the name. Well, your boys, the Uncensored Truth Podcast, will be in the building October 26th, October 27th for our man TK Kirkland's comedy release party. It's the album release of Gangsta Conversation, the comedy album by TK Kirkland. He'll also have his exclusive comedy show both nights. The 26th and 27th will be there. The Breakfast Club will be there. A number of other dope podcasts will be in the building. We'll start dropping those names the further we get along.
Yes.
We're definitely excited. We're going to tear that shit up that night. If you're in the building, if you're around the area, come through, show some love to your brothers, man. We love to see our people out there that support the Uncensored Truth Podcast.
Yes, sir, man. Love that Mets surge, man.
Yeah, well, you ain't a Mets fan.
I'm a Phillies fan.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But then we struggling this year. We fucking up. I think y'all in first place. I ain't watched too much baseball.
Right.
We've been focused on work. Real rap. But we are definitely deep sports fans. We love our baseball, our football, our basketball. NFL been fucking up recently, but we gonna start coming at you with the sports too, because we got a real interesting perspective when it comes to our teams and sports and things like that. So expect all that shit from the Uncensored Truth Podcast. You hear it?
Yeah, man. So yesterday's podcast was real powerful, real dynamic, man. And one of the most powerful videos that we did was the Vlad video, on the Vlad TV video. And yeah, man, what you think about that, man? Some of the people have responded. We've been getting a lot of great comments. Not a lot of negative, but that comes with the territory. What do you think about what you've seen so far on your page with the Vlad?
Man, I love everyone's feedback. I love everyone's support, whether that be good or bad. A lot of people are really just responding in a real good way when it comes to our conversation, our content. And we really appreciate it. When it comes to Vlad, a little bit of the backlash that we're getting, this is not much, is I know a lot of the backlash that you're giving me. I don't really hear it from the people in the streets, but it's the whole respect thing in regards to our man Vlad. How could you respect a culture vulture? You acknowledged him in being a culture vulture. How can you respect a man, a culture vulture? Well, don't enemies at war respect one another? They respect each other's grind. They respect each other's hustle. I mean, it takes a very strong-willed man to do what he's done. Now, is he wrong in the things that he done? Absolutely. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But I can still throw respect his way. Now, like you said, what if he said, fuck you? What if well, fuck him too, just as equally. But until then, yeah, I'm not mad or I don't have any, no, that's not the right thing. I got a problem with what he's doing, but I have respect for the way that he knew his brand, how to market it, how to promote it, how to get it to the masses, and how to put the success. Exactly. But we can all go ahead and talk about how he got there or his rise to fame or why he is where he is today. Maybe sound a little complainish. I'd rather just outwork it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, agree 100% with that, sentiment. There we had a good segment. Make sure y'all checked it out on the Uncensored Truth Podcast. We talked about this, for almost damn near an hour, yesterday. So yeah, go check that out. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, and we're doing our thing over here on the Uncensored Truth Podcast, and we're actually going to get into the show now, the official show. So if you're listening, and you want to find us on other social media, you can find us on Instagram. You can type in Uncensored Truth Podcast right in Instagram and follow us there. We do appreciate that. Also, I want to give a special shout out to everybody listening on SoundCloud. Peace to you and welcome to the Uncensored Truth Podcast. We're going to start with Jamil Hill. Now, a lot of different information came out. A lot of people thought a few publications posted that she may have been fired, split from ESPN, but we do know that they did have a separation. But Sandman, you first brought this story to me. I'll let you go ahead and expound more on what we found out just recently.
Well, initially we made the report, or I made the report yesterday, that she got a $2.5 million buyout, and we were saying salute to Jemele Hill for that. This seemed like something that both sides were just waiting for. It was real dysfunctional. It was a real dysfunctional marriage. It needed to end. Mm-hmm. We all know that she was suspended for her comments made against Donald Trump. She's been very outspoken for the deaths, for the lives lost of Black lives due to police brutality and other ways. She's been very outspoken to that. We all know the president, CEO of ESPN. He was kind of keeping passe, just wanted to stick to the sports, wanted to not deal with the social issue. Just another way of being racist, in my opinion.
Right.
We seen Charlamagne the God really go in on the situation yesterday and dropped a real dope piece that Charlamagne usually does. But Jemele Hill actually is getting a bigger bag, which is dope. The money that she's getting in the deal, the public figure is leaving the television network with a deal that earns her close to $6 million. Now, the agreement is based on a multi-year contract she signed in 2016. Contrary to some people's belief, Hill was not ousted from her office. Sources who are familiar with her negotiation affirm that she's departing from the company on her own terms, having asked to be released from her position back in July, shortly after the ESPY Awards. The media personality will be officially stepping down from her role as of September 1st. This is courtesy of Hot New Hip Hop. Now, I also want to add to this. It's a real interesting piece. She's already focusing on future projects. She and a longtime friend, Kelly Carter, recently launched their own media company called Lodge Freeway Media. Together, they have a vision of providing content in the integrity through a woke perspective. Oh, God, your thoughts, man?
Real dope, man. I think Charlamagne alluded to it best. It says she's definitely, has a lot of talent, to be on a platform like ESPN, but I think even bigger outside doing her own thing. So salute, to her. We definitely joked about it today. We said we would like to have people like Jemele Hill come onto our podcast when we start our interviews. We're gonna have somebody, reach out. But salute to her. And I will be watching. I definitely love her style, her journalism and what she does. And we will be supporting, whatever she does from here on out. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've been following her for a while. She had the first show with Michael Smith to come when they went on after First Take. I forgot what it was called. And then they went to the SC6, her and Michael Smith, which was kind of corny, to be honest with you. But I don't think that was their fault. They had just visionary differences. But she's very talented. And we didn't wish her nothing but the best of luck. Shout out to Jemele Hill. Word up.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Oh God and Sandman. If you're listening on YouTube, please hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. We do appreciate that. Anybody who is watching, that's the two things that we ask that you do: share and like the video. I want to talk about this right here, Sandman. You brought this, to me yesterday and be like, yo, we missed the Serena, the black cat suit. And I'm just, when you're talking a few minutes ago, I'm just scrolling through and I'm reading the story and I'm like, what's wrong with showing all this black ass? And then I see another picture, a thumbnail on Google, and I see like her beside black, Black Panther. Like, so what is, like, saying, man, what is the big issue with the French Open? What was wrong with this outfit? I don't see anything wrong with this outfit, to be real with you, bro. This is crazy, man. Go ahead, Sandman. Give us the backstory on that.
Yeah, all right, word. Thanks for that. Oh God, thank you. Let's do the backstory. So apparently, the French Tennis Federation president Bernard, I'm not going to destroy his last name, Bernard, recently told Tennis Magazine that a new dress code will be implemented at the event in the future. Quote, Bernard, I think that sometimes we've gone too far. As for the cat suit in question, Bernard added, it will no longer be accepted. One must respect the game and the players. The implication that Williams disrespected anybody. Now, what do you think about that? Williams disrespects people by showing that black is absolutely beautiful. Now, you brought up something when we were doing this pre-production meeting, us as children. Now, there wasn't really, we were avid sports fans. We talked about that in the beginning of the podcast. We watched a number of sports, but a lot of the reason that we were drawn to different sports outside of your football, your basketball, your baseball, your track and field was the fact that we've seen people like us start kind of going toward different sports. Tennis and Venus and Serena in tennis was when you think about it, when you go back to what we used to watch, it was like, damn, this is real. This was just real critical in our childhood to watch these two as children do what they did at such a great rate and get the ridicule and the criticism that they got so early, and to just bounce through that and get the negative talk about their dad and this and that, always talking negative. And we watched them grow, and we just like, damn, like we two boys, high school boys growing up, like, oh, these girls, it's fine. Let me get Venus, you get Serena, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And we always thought Venus was going to go outlook Serena, and then Serena grew up. We was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to watch. And now she's 36 years old, defying all laws of time, because historically, when you looked at tennis, because the more we start watching these sisters, the more we started learning tennis, you see that historically women tennis players lasted to what, 28, 29. They didn't go into their 30s. Now this woman's damn near pushing 40, just had a baby, had some complications with the baby, and still out here winning fucking championships, still out here killing it.
Right.
And y'all wanted to kill that Black is beautiful. Thank God we're in a situation in 2018 with social media, where we have a voice where we can just show how much fucking nonsense this is. We could paint and highlight how much fucking nonsense this is, to show how much of a clown Bernard really is.
But check this out, though. I mean, like, first of all, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And
who the fuck
we
would?
I know, but we want to hear Serena, though. Like, Jesus. What does Serena say about this whole situation? You know what I mean? You know, does she accept it or not? So let's we'll play the clip right now of Serena Williams actually, you know, addressing the catsuit controversy. Roll tape.
The ideal college search and
but you're listening to the
No,
you go ahead.
You go ahead, man.
Yeah, we listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast. What your brother Old God is saying, man. Shout out to the YouTube ad playing right now. You gotta pay them bills, but we're gonna actually get right into this right now. Serena Williams talking about the catsuit incident.
Controversy. Everybody's talking about it. What's your reaction to the French Federation's decision or announcement?
I think that obviously the Grand Slams have a right to do what they want to do, but I feel like if and when or if they know that some things are for health reasons, then there's no way that they wouldn't be okay with it. So I think it's fine.
Does that mean there's a negotiation that will happen between you and them? And should there be an outcome that's not favorable to you, would you consider an outcome?
Well, the president of the French Federation, he's been really amazing, and it's been so easy to talk to. My whole team is basically French, so yeah, we have a wonderful relationship. So yeah, I'm sure we would come to an understanding, and everything would be okay. And yeah, so it wouldn't be a big deal. He's a really great guy, and yeah.
Do you understand what you thought was disrespectful about that? He seemed to say it was disrespectful.
I don't know exactly what he seemed to say or what he didn't seem to say or what, but we already talked. So like I said, we have a great relationship. So we talked yesterday, and yeah, so everything's fine, guys.
Were you wearing the outfit at the U.S. Open, and could you explain like the circulation?
Yeah. I've since found other methods, and when it comes to fashion, you don't want to be a repeat offender. So it'll be a while before this even has to come up again.
So yeah, I mean that's a little bit of what Serena had to say. In response, kind of just, she ain't going to wear it no more. She's going to just, I mean, it is what it is at this point. But do you think, Sandman, that this happened to her because she's Black?
Hell yeah.
Woo.
Fuck yeah. Now, outside of the male chauvinistic perspective of us enjoying her play tennis in this catsuit, it was after giving birth to her daughter, she was getting blood clots, and the design that they had was meant to help blood circulation. So it was on more so of she's out here competing at an absolute elite level, night in and night out at that. You know what I mean? She wants to make sure that her body after giving birth to a child is straight. Blood clots ain't no joke. Blood clot could take you out within a snap of a finger, stroke you out, whatever. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you're good. And the fact that she even has to go and almost just give up to the point, just like, all right, whatever, I don't even want this problem. She took the high road. She's seasoned in this. Serena's been through things. She's been doing this, 16, so 20 years, some odd years.
Yeah.
She's been dealing with bullshit. You know what I mean? And sometimes we've seen her act out and show out. And just because it's probably just got too much, she said, fuck it. But then usually nowadays she's taking the high road on it. So
calling the monkey, stuff thrown at her, banana, all types of stuff. Yeah.
Man, all kind of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And wasn't good, and all she done was win championship after championship after championship after championship after championship. They would not deny Nateness. It was something, deny her greatness, excuse me. It was something going on. Some asshole put out there on Twitter, some sports columnist that knows fucking nothing about sports. Ronda Rousey, is she the greatest sports athlete of all time?
Get the fuck
Ronda
what?
Rousey.
The one
right?
that we seen went to the Lord.
No disrespect to Ronda.
No, Ronda, no disrespect. She's right.
You know what I mean? But get the fuck out of here. You ain't even in the top 10 right now. Are you
yeah,
serious?
You consider that. I mean, it's wrestling.
Are you serious? And she won the UFC title. She went like 14-0.
Right. And
I'm not like you said, no disrespect to Ronda Rousey, but after she got knocked down one time, we all know the hill she fell off when she got knocked down one time. How many times has Serena been called monkey, this, that, been knocked down?
And how many of the top players has she defeated when all back at the Steffi Grafs and all the people back in the day that they used to always say, oh, you know, Serena used to go in there and bust their ass.
Took them all down.
Routinely, all of them. They ain't around no more. She's still around. We was watching Serena and Venus back. How old were we back there and watching them in that room on the box TV?
Kids, bro.
Kids. And they still at the top of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on.
It ain't nothing to be said, man. The disrespect is real. You asked the question, is this because she's black? I think that it speaks for itself.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sandman. Everybody listening to me, 2 favors. I need your participation on this. Go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video on whatever platform that you're watching on. I'm telling you, it does wonders, and we do appreciate the participation in advance. I want to talk about this story before we get to the other story that you had about Bobby Brown, Sandman. Shout out to the late great Prince. You know, condolences, for his untimely demise. But according to TMZ, Prince's family has filed a lawsuit against the late musician's doctor, blaming him for the fatal overdose. Now, the family claimed that Prince was not prescribed the proper dosage by the doctor back on April 20th, 2016, just the day before the overdose. Now, the family has already filed a lawsuit against the treating hospital and Walgreens for distributing the drugs to Prince. Now, at the time of his death, Prince's toxicology report came in that he had exceedingly high amounts of fentanyl. And if you don't know what fentanyl is, it's a painkiller. If I'm not mistaken, it's a real high, powerful painkiller, maybe more powerful or equal to heroin. You know what I mean? But yeah. So what do you think about this, Sandman? His family now going after Walgreens and the hospital, for even prescribing, these amounts of painkillers to Prince.
I think it's justified, but I'm going to go here. Because I'm usually not a conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? I usually like to kind of look at it from an objective point of view, look at both sides right through the middle. Everybody know that. But you look at Michael Jackson, foul play in his death. We all know how he was influential in the music industry, how he was outspoken against the real wrongs going on with the music industry. We all know that they tried to destroy this brother's career for years and years and years, for decades on decades. We talk about somebody that got some throwing stones at him like we just did Miss Serena. Michael Jackson is at the ultimate stone thrown at his ass on a numerous amount of occasion. You feel me? So for him to die the way he died, being outspoken and having control over his music, and we all know Prince historically has had control over his masters, has control over his music. And we all, I mean, you see music, and we know how hard it is for artists today to have any kind of control over anything. So it's some real cutthroat shit going on in the music industry.
Right. For
him to be the way the polarizing figure that he was, and an outspoken figure that he was, and just the icon that he was, and for him to die the way that he died. Now, could he have been in pain? Absolutely. Could he have been going through some things? Could he have taken too many pills? Possibility. But is it too far-fetched to say that it was some real foul shit going on to get this brother out of here a little early for whatever reason? Has it happened before? Oh God, I'll ask you that.
Well, yeah, it has. And we're going to get into this, at another time. We're going to talk about this for Prince, Michael Jackson. We could really go deep, into this. And even Jay-Z speaking about, Prince and his catalog. But it's a whole nother show. That'd be like a whole hour discussion. But I do want to talk about, what kind of ties into that. On July, this was an article that came up of Variety on July 31st, 2018. Sony buys out Michael Jackson's estate, remaining in EMI Music Publishing. So we can have a lot of fun with this, this topic. But yeah. This is crazy, man. But shout out to the late great Prince and his family. And again, we can, that's a whole nother thing that we're gonna deal with, extensively. You know what I mean? But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Old God and Sandman. We're going in today. We want to welcome our audience from SoundCloud. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. Sandman, I know you were talking about that Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
Bobby
man.
Brown came at Kanye West. What's going on with that?
Nothing too crazy, but we all know that the Daytona album, Pusha T, classic fucking album that dropped. The album cover was Whitney Houston's bathroom, and it was all tore up, drugs and all that shit. Really didn't go too well with the family, and obviously Bobby Brown was the late husband of Whitney Houston. So he had a couple things that he said. We all know the Bobby Brown movie came out on BT. Did you see that?
I ain't see it yet.
I didn't see that yet either. And you know what? I'm gonna make a confession. I really haven't seen any BET movies that have dropped. I didn't see the any of them shits, to be honest with you. I fucking don't even remember, but I don't know why I haven't checked them out. A lot of people go crazy over them, but I haven't seen any of them. But Bobby Brown, you know what I mean, doing his tour for the movie, had some things to say because obviously Kanye West came up in the conversation, and here's what he said: ignorant people are ignorant people, and they're going to be that way until they find themselves. We expect this disrespectful stuff from Kanye anyway. He's not going to change. As long as he stays clear from me, he'll be safe. He'll be okay. If it's God's plan to meet us, then it's God's plan. Other than that, he's off my radar. Now, back in May, when the album dropped, he said that that's really bad taste. Something should happen to Kanye. He is already crazy. So we all know Bobby Brown is Bobby fucking Brown. We ain't gonna gossip too crazy, but what do you think about this?
I don't really know what to think about this, man. I didn't know they had that type of tumultuous relationship.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me paint this picture for you. You and your wife obviously have kind of, y'all close, y'all love each other, but it was drugs and stuff like that. And her picture after she passes away leaks out and ends up being on an album cover, and it was because of Kanye West. How you gonna feel about that?
You feel like you want to fuck him up, and I get it. I get him. Those emotions coming out. At this point, and it's a line that probably shouldn't be crossed. I think that line shouldn't be crossed, and for it to be a price on it, I would probably say the same shit that he said, man. Now that you put it that way, I'll probably say the same exact shit that Bobby said. Like, when I see you, it's gonna be a real big problem, because not only did you put it on the album, like shit, millions of people are seeing. It's like we did a story on it a few months ago, so it's like it's out there now. So that's the ultimate disrespect.
I got a comment in the comment section that really kind of motivated me. It said that you guys are the Uncensored Truth podcast for a reason, and if you ever stop doing that, I'm unsubscribing. I really thought that was dope. So right now,
what's the name?
Let me find that joint.
Oh, my bad. I thought you had it. That's cool.
No. But while I say this, because dare I say it, I thought the album cover was dope.
Damn.
And I don't want to sound distasteful because I understand the significance that came behind it. I know people were upset. I know people were outraged.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. But just hear me out, because I might be fucked up.
I'm gonna tell you why after a minute, but go ahead.
If you didn't know who put it out there that was her bathroom, maybe Kanye West did, and then maybe I wouldn't have did that. But if you didn't know, like, how the fuck would you know that was her bathroom?
I didn't know when I first seen it.
I wouldn't know.
But then when you actually, because art paints a vivid picture, depending on who's looking at it, whatever. I looked at it and kind of glanced at it like whatever. But once people know what it is, once the words, because that's the reason why the picture's there, because people are going to ask, what is this?
Mm-hmm. So
when we say, oh, that's Whitney, and you're like, oh my God. And that's what you think, like, whoa. And then you see how real it really was. Because you could hear about something, you could hear about a gruesome murder, you could hear about somebody with a drug problem, but till you actually see the area, pipes and different things, and how like destructive visually it looked, it paints a whole nother picture, and it's very disrespectful. I feel Bobby Brown on that, man. I can't go against him on this one. Can't. Not at all.
I still think it was dope. And I still think it was dope.
Bobby gonna fuck you up.
I mean, I don't want no smoke with Bobby now. Don't give me no smoke with Mr. Brown. But as far as an art form, and Kanye West is a weird thinker. He's off the wall. He says some shit that certain things shouldn't be said. But he definitely knows how to either get you pissed off, love him. Either way you're on his side, either way you're paying attention. I hope that he didn't do it for that reason, but for the sense of art purposes, it's him being as crazy as he is, it makes sense. And if it wasn't Whitney Houston's bathroom, I like it. So I'm not going to sit there, and I do like it. Now, the comment was, before we get off that segment, because it's a good way to end, my man, the people's show. Don't worry about being crucified in the comment section. This is the Uncensored Truth podcast, right? The moment I feel you compromised, I'm fucking unsubscribing. Appreciate that.
All right, that is what it is, man. I can't argue with that.
Appreciate
you definitely
that, bro.
cannot argue with that, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
You
man.
know,
You're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, oh God.
Yep.
Myself, Sandman, right here about Hip Hop News Uncensored. We appreciate each and every one of y'all listening right now on YouTube, the various platforms, on SoundCloud, man, wherever you're listening. We're having some technical difficulties right now. I don't know if y'all hear that. We self-made, self-owned. We got to deal with that. But right now, we're shooting the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God, this came across my radar. Some sports real quick.
All right.
Manu Ginobili, 16 years, played for the San Antonio Spurs. We all remember him. I think he's from Argentina. Tough motherfucker. He is retiring. He is retiring from the San Antonio Spurs after 16 seasons. He was the 57th overall pick in 1999. He is 41 years of age right now, and he's released the following statement regarding his decision. Today, with a wide range of feelings, I'm announcing my retirement from basketball. Immense gratitude to everyone, family, friends, teammates, coaches, staff, fans involved in my life in the last 23 years. It's been a fabulous journey, way beyond my wildest dreams. Oh, God, what's your thoughts on Manu retiring? I mean, we remember basketball. Before you go ahead and shred this motherfucker, because I see the look in your eye, like you don't give a fuck. I see the look in your eye now, like nigga, why are you even bringing this shit? I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. But before you do, we used to watch basketball. And we remember the Lakers with Kobe, with Shaq, with D. Fisher. We remember them game 6s, game 7s when they got heated, them real competitive games.
Right.
And we remember how the boring ass San Antonio Spurs with David the Admiral Robinson and fucking Tim Duncan, how they just bored you to death with championship after championship, how we wanted them to be dethroned. We both did. You sat here, I sat at the crib. We might have sat together watching NBC at night, watching these fucking basketball championships. And a lot of the reasons why the Spurs boring asses won them championships was because of this little dude right here. Tough as fucking nails. So I'm going to give him some credit right now before you shred him and say, you're wrong, oh God. Watch what you say. Put some respect on his name, man.
I mean, I'm sitting up here like, why the fuck is this nigga talking about
Manu Ginobili? Put some respect on his name, man. We're going to do some sports in this motherfucker. Put some respect on his name. I think this nigga going to talk about
Kobe or somebody. This nigga said Manu Ginobili.
Oh, man.
Nah, but it's cool, though. It's cool. We gonna push through. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Mino. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, to be real.
San Antonio Spurs fans, please shred oh God right now in the comment section. We don't mind being crucified over here at the Uncensored Truth podcast.
Yeah. But man, shout out to the brother, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, oh God, and Sam, man. We going all the way in today. We want to give a shout out to the people watching on our Instagram page. I just went on Instagram Live, you know, right here. That's Sam, man, you know, right there. But yeah, man, we you know, we're gonna wrap it up. I don't think we have too much more.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this real quick about Manu, goddamn it. 1,057 regular season games, 218 playoff games, ranking 5th all-time in Spurs history in minutes played, 5th in points at 14,043, 4th in assists in 4,001, and 1st in steals in 1,392. Put some respect on Manu's name, man. Come on,
that
man.
Put some respect. I mean, he was a good player, man. He did his part. You know what I mean? I really don't give a damn about him retiring. I really don't. I keep it real with you, man.
I give him. I care because it seems like he's been playing forever. You watch David Robinson retire. You watch Duncan retire. You watch Tony Parker retire. People that's younger than you that were supposed to retire or way beyond you. You still out here rocking and do your thing, man. Shout out to your longevity.
I got something for you though, since you want to go there.
All right, shit.
I want to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Gucci Man's baby mama demands $20K a month in child support. See what I mean?
No, I mean, talk about
See
it.
what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about that either. You talking about somebody's bullshit. I'm telling you, talking about a man's work ethic. You want to talk about some bullshit.
Right.
But nah, man, I don't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah, nah, that's what it is, man. You know, we're gonna do our post game, you know, after this Uncensored Truth podcast. If you're looking for us on Instagram, we got a new Instagram page, the Uncensored Truth podcast. We got a dope event popping off October 26th and 27th at Caroline's. Is our brother, my TK Kirkland's official album release party, Gangster Conversations, hosted by Charlamagne and God. We will be in the building doing this podcast, the Uncensored Truth podcast, live from that building. So make sure you know that you're in the building and go to carolines.com to get your tickets today. One more, I'm gonna give a shout out real quick to all the staff at hiphopun.com. Make sure you go there for your latest hip hop news. And of course, shout out to Sam, man. you know, and all the team behind us. And ain't really nobody, just us.
It's
But
just us.
you know, yeah, it's just us.
Yeah.
We do it over here, you know, self-made. You know, I'm gonna turn it over to Sam Man, see if you got anything, man.
Yeah, man. I just want to say shout out to my brother Olga. Like you said, we self-made over here. When shit go wrong, we gotta fix it. And we usually do the best job we can, deliver the best content for y'all each and every day. We trying to outwork everybody. We don't got no problem with any other podcasts out here, but we told y'all we the best, and we gonna show y'all for a reason. Each and every day, we're gonna give y'all nonstop best content out there. Shout out to the people who watch and support the Uncensored Truth podcast, Hip Hop News, Uncensored Viral Hip Hop News. Without y'all sharing these videos and giving us support, it wouldn't go anywhere, man. So shout out to y'all. Y'all are definitely the staff over here at the Uncensored Truth podcast. Shout out to everybody. And man, that's all I got.
And I see, man, we had the Culture Vultures book. Put it up right there.
Yeah, man.
We ain't even getting to that segment, but we'll get it next time.
Man. What's up, man? I see you sharing everybody else's stuff about the book, man. We got the book. We talk about it in depth. Shout out to Kenyatta Gigs, our bro, man. Dame Dash. It was an awesome book, man. We had some conversation.
All right, we got a question.
What's the question?
Somebody's asked, what do you think about the people running up on Jay-Z's? I don't know if you can see that.
Shala 740 or 7455. Sorry, mama. What do you think about the guy running up on Jay-Z and his wife? I think he may have a death wish. That's my opinion, mama. I think he may have a death wish. You don't go on stage and run up on anybody, and especially them two when securities is up as they got. I don't know if you've seen Young Boy that got hemmed up with Tekashi 6ix9ine security. Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce's is way more thorough than that. You know what I mean?
Word.
But shout out to you, baby. Appreciate the comment.
Yes, sir. And everybody listening, man. But we getting out of here, though, man. We got to break it down and go do what we do. That is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Done. That was good.